This is GE 101, Readings in Philippine History. Today's topic would be about the primary resource or the primary source, Philippine cartoons, political caricature of the American era. That the following are the learning outcomes. Number one, discuss and determine the content and contextual analysis for selected primary resources. Yes, specifically a glance at selected Philippine political caricature in Alfred McCoy's Philippine Cartoons. And number two, analyze the content and contextual analysis for this primary resource. Okay, although the Philippines was in a better condition under the Americans compared to the Spaniards, freedom was not really immediately accorded to the Filipinos. And some Americans and Filipinos use political cartoons to illustrate the changing times under the American rule. And the use of political cartoons was a subtle way of expressing discontent with the American rule. So what are these political caricature? What are these cartoons? So these are the modern art form that turned away from the classical art. If you see cartoons, especially in this type of cartoon, which you can find in the editorial section of a paper, you will see how this art exaggerates human features and pushing fun at its subjects. Also, political caricature or political cartoon or editorial cartoon that contain a commentary that express the artist's opinion towards certain issues. Yes, it is an art, part of print media as a form of political and social commentary that usually pinpoint the person's power and authority. Again, it can be found in the editorial section, and right away when you see this cartoon or political caricature, it would capture one's reader and it would capture one's imagination. Now, there are selected political caricature from the book that collated by McCoy, which is entitled Political Caricature of the American Era, that we will try to tackle this morning. But let us first know who is Alfred McCoy. You know, during the American era, as I've said a while ago, political caricatures or political cartoons gained popularity as a form of expression. And many artists made use of cartoons as political commentaries to expose the ills of the American colonial government. Now, Alfred McCoy provided an analysis of the pressing problems and issues of American colonialism manifested in political cartoons. And together with Alejandro Roses, an artist, they compiled many political cartoons by Filipino artists that promoting the Philippines during or depicting the Philippines during the American rules. Well, Alfred McCoy was born on June 8, 1945 in Massachusetts, USA. He earned his BA in European Studies from Columbia College in 1968. He finished his Master of Arts in Asian Studies at the University of California in Berkeley in 1969, and his Doctor of Philosophy degree in Southeast Asian History at Yale University in 1977. McCoy studied Philippine political caricatures to understand the social and political context of the Philippines during the American period, And he later worked with Alfredo Roses. He is co-author of Philippine Cartoons, Political Caricatures of the American Era. You know, McCoy did not create any political caricature. His interest in them urged him to compile such caricatures from various sources to produce a single collection such as this. Now, Alfredo Reyes Roses was born on April 29, 1923. He was a painter, an essayist, and a versatile artist who was considered as to be a prominent figure in the Philippine art. No, there are several newspapers in Manila, like the Philippine Press, the Independent or the Independencia, and Bagong Pusog, that included political cartoons in their editorials. So number one on the list, the Philippine Free Press, which was founded in 1906. The newspaper was published in both Spanish and English. Okay, Spanish and English. And it featured investigative articles regarding the country's development. It had a personal tone since it was not tied to a particular political party. And they say it advocated integrity, democracy, and Philippine national progress. Lipag Kalabaw was launched in 1906 as well, and it was published in both Tagalog and Spanish, containing satiric cartoons. All throughout its publication, it maintained anonymity by not exposing, and by having the artists and writers use their pen names. And so because the writers were anonymous, this gave the artists and writers agency on how they wanted to express themselves. La Independencia, or the Independent, was founded in 1915 by advocates of immediate independence during the time. So it was a weekly newspaper published in English and Spanish, which served as a forum for the discussion of political issues. It was also where Fernando Amorsolo began his career as the angriest political cartoonist. Another one, in Cebu, Bagong Kusog was a popular newspaper which literally means new force. It was known for highlighting the conditions in Cebu prior to the war, and it often talked about the differences between the Spanish and American colonial governments. And this newspaper depicted the breakdown of senseless or hallowed customs and social practices due to American influence during that time. It also focused on the criticism of coeducation introduced by the Americans, which endangered the virtue of women, because we know how liberated Americans were or are, that they were not comfortable of how the Americans were influencing the Filipinas then. Now, these are the examples of the political cartoons as compiled by Alfred McCoy. So, the example, it was drawn by Fernando Amorsolo, and it aimed as a commentary to workings of Manila police at that time. So meaning this particular cartoon or caricature wanted to send message to the Manila police at that time. You may see that a Filipino child was running, carrying a skinny chicken because he had nothing to eat. Now, the police officer, sir, was running after him while a man wearing a salakot and barong Tagalog, which labeled as Juan de la Cruz, and which, of course, this represents the Filipinos then. He was grabbing or he was stopping the police officer, telling him that do not run after that small time packeters and why don't you just concentrate on those big time packeters or because that man is only carrying one piece of chicken, but there are those have stacked up and who have huge warehouses containing bulk of rice, milk, and some grocery product. Now the next one was pointing, of course, to probably if it was during this time, it could be on the Department of Transportation because this was talking about the colorum vehicles that have caused fatality during the time. The next example was exemplifying the caricature of Uncle Sam who was riding a chariot pulled by Filipinos who were wearing school uniforms. So you can see in the cartoon, in the illustration, a Filipino boy was wearing a school uniform who is also carrying American objects such as baseball, whiskey, and boxing gloves. Well, according to Alfred McCoy, this was actually based on an event wherein William Howard Taft was conveyed to Manila Pier riding a chariot, which was pulled by Liceo de Manila students in 1907. So it was condemned by the nationalists at that time. It is as if that it looked like it is as if the students were slaves of Americans. Okay, see, the other example is still part of Alfred McCoy's compilation, showing how Uncle Sam was rationing porridge to the politicians and members of the Progresista Party, also known as the Federalista Party. While on the other side was the Nacionalista Party member who were waiting and looking on for their turn. And this cartoon portrays the patronage of the US, which actually being coveted by the politician from either of the party. Now, the next examples are taken from our leading newspaper, showing that the Philippine caricature or the political caricature is still being used as a form of expression. And here, this was actually taken last year during the time that the pandemic or the lockdown was still starting, that people were clamoring for free mass testing. Well, this was a long time ago, probably. That talks about corruption. Again, this was talking about also corruption. And this time, this was very timely, although this was posted in Manila Bulletin last July 22, 2020. But still, the issue is for the clamor for, well, high payment for our frontliners, especially our nurses. But this season of this pandemic, they were asking for their allowances, which were not yet given to them. And so, yeah, that's it. That's all about the topic for the political caricature during the American era.